Life has a way of coming full circle. At 5 years old, I realized that my mom had a mental health diagnosis. Of course, at 5, I didn't know what that meant, but I knew that something was off. At 6 years old, me and my brother was placed in foster care, and we were in 3 different homes until we finally were adopted by my cousin at 11. I have been through a series of devastating events, such as being molested when I was with my mom, when I was in foster care, as well as when I was with my family, as well as domestic violence in a relationship, infidelity in a marriage, being in multiple marriages, and having to walk away with my head held high and be a mom. I have 2 beautiful daughters. They lighten and brighten my day every day. And I have been an entrepreneur for over 13 years in the mental health field. I love what I do. I love giving back. In 2008, I started a nonprofit to work with foster care programs and with children that parents are incarcerated, to continue to give back to the children that look like me, that are in foster care and that don't have their parents and don't have the supports. But it's open to anyone. We have continuous programs. We do book bag drives, and we do things for the holidays, for Christmas and Thanksgiving. And we just try to do a bridging of the gap in programs for therapy, as well as bridging the gap between the foster parent and the child, continuing their understanding. Me being on both sides of the coin, I totally understand. So I love giving back, and I love helping others. And that's how I end up doing my book, I Survive, You Can Too, my self-published autobiography, talking about continuous resilience. I provide you with survival tips and different ways to cope with different things that we may go through, that you may go through, that your sister, your brother, or anybody that you know may have been through or may go through. And I'll walk you through every aspect of my life when it came to, survival and how I survived. My website is www.aruthproctor.com. I love helping people. I love giving back. But first and foremost, I love myself. And I know that I am still surviving. And I continue to walk this journey every day. And it's not easy. God gives his strongest task to his strongest warriors, his hardest task to his strongest warriors. And I continue to press forward every day, one foot in front of the other. You eventually get to the other side. And I, will continue to come out with more stuff. I have a workbook and a journal coming in the next couple months. And we have an online course. I have an online course. I'm so used to saying we, being in business. I have an online course that's coming this fall, and I have a survival box coming. So look forward to continuing to give you guys more and more stuff when it comes to survival and what I've used and how I have been beneficial with continuing to walk in my walk of survival and continuing to survive as a person, as a mom, as a single mom, entrepreneur, a friend, a sister, and a caregiver for my mom that has a mental health diagnosis. So I have been on so many spectrums of the board. But I love to help others, and I love to continue to walk this journey with you. For more information, visit my website at www.aruthproctor.com. I have continuous dates for tours. I will be in DC on June the 11th. I look forward to seeing you there. Toodles.